Hey, what's up? It's Hobart. Welcome to Android University. Thanks for joining me today. This is the latest from Pure Motive. It's the Galaxy Mod RLS13 for the Verizon. Samsung Galaxy S3 running on Android 4.1.1. So let's go to the settings menu. First things first, down to About Phone and see what we're working with. Android 4.1.1 VRBLK3 baseband running lean kernel from iMozion. It's his latest 1.4.1. You do have several options in the Aroma installer to choose when it comes to a kernel, so you can choose the one of your liking. And if your phone does not say VRBLK3, it's not the ROM's fault. It's your fault. You need to download the RPM and the modem and flash that separately. Build number, he forgot to change the build prop. No big deal. It is RLS13, even though it says RLS12. So that's what we're working with in the About Phone section. The rest of it is pretty much just a regular TouchWiz menu, minus the theming. Of course, the really cool theming he's got going on here, something you don't see in the regular TouchWiz ROMs or in the AOSP themed ROMs like Jelly Beans. I love the toggles. I love the colors. But otherwise, the options are still the same, except for this one right here, tweaks. Okay, this is a pretty cool section here. You got the user interface tweaks, which you've seen in other ROMs, lock screen preferences, quick panel settings, and your battery bar. For those of you who still don't know what a battery bar is, the white line that is above your time, all the way at the top of your screen and the top of your notification bar, that's the battery bar. If you have to disable it, disable it. If you don't know what it is, this is where you can find it. Okay? All right. Tweaks and mods, the next section here. This is force closed on me a couple of times, but most of the time it opens for me. This is cool. ROM update. He's actually going to be able to push over the air or push updates to your phone on the ROM when they're available, which is sweet. You also have different sections. You can download dialer themes and system themes. Their options are already in there. You just have to download them. And then there's a few other options in here as well. So the tweaks and mods is a really cool section. Also headphone shortcuts in your super user settings. So that's what's going on in the tweaks menu. A lot of fun playing around in there. And let's go back out to the home screen here. So you can see some of the theming that he's got. I chose the blue theme when I was in the Aroma installer. So some of the things are blue that could be blue. As you can see, the lineup here is blue. You got some blue in here in the settings icon. Not much I'm not seeing as far as the blue theme that he was talking about. But I still love the ROM. No problems with that at all. All right, so a couple other things I want to show you. Lock screen. You do have the AOSP lock screen. I'll show you that in a second, but first, let's talk about the ink effect. This is from the Galaxy Note 2. As you can see, as I touch the screen, it is orange. I had it at orange, and the wallpaper is not the best for it. But as you touch it, you can see there are ink effects on the screen. He's got this, and I don't see anybody else who's got this out right now, so big props to Pure Motive on getting this working. When you unlock it, it does change that color. When you unlock the screen, ta-da! Now, let's show you the AOSP lock screen. We'll go into Settings. We're going to go to Tweaks, User Interface, Lock Screen Preferences, the AOSP lock screen, and we're going to enable the AOSP lock screen. Now when I go and I close that, open it back up again, there we go. The AOSP lock screen is there, complete with weather in the middle and your time, day and date, and alarm up in the corner. You can choose the unlock, the search, or the camera option on the AOSP lock screen. So as you unlock it, that's what you're looking at. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to show you is the partial multi-window. Now, no other ROM's got this yet. This is from the Galaxy Note 2. Pure Motive is working on perfecting this and getting it working, but he's got half of it working. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to long press backwards, and you're going to get the split screen here, or the side screen with all of your applications that you can, when it's fully working, move over to the middle and split your screen. As of right now, just this side part is working, and you can open applications from it. So if I wanted to open up CPU Spy from there, I can, and it works fine. There's no force closing there. If I wanted to open up CNN, I can open up CNN. I should be able to open up CNN. There it is. And there's no force closing, and it's fine. The problem is when you want to try to take it and move it over to the middle and split your screen, it just force closes and it doesn't work. But again, Pure Motive is working on that, and it should be working sometime in the future if he can get it going. So we'll keep our fingers crossed right there. Fortunately, com.sec.android app flashbar service has stopped, and that's when you're trying to actually split the screen. If you want to get rid of your sidebar All you have to do is long press the back button for 2 seconds again, and it will go away. So that is the partial multi-window that's working, which I think is pretty cool. The lock screen, you got AOSP now, and you have your weather on there. The updater is in here, which is cool. The ink effect from the Galaxy Note 2 is in here, and he's done a bunch of tweaks to make this thing really, really, really fast. As you can see, if it blurs the screen, it must be fast. That's what I always say. You can see the theming that he's done here as well. If you haven't been on the Galaxy Mod ROM yet, this is basically what it looks like. You got your toggles, which are not green like you see in stock. It's kind of an AOSP icon with the white that he's done in here. Some of the apps icons have been themed as well. The phone, the contacts, messaging, talk has been as well. The Gmail has also been themed as well. So he's taken a few of the stock applications and he's themed them. You see downloads is also themed as well. So he's done quite a bit of work as far as theming. It looks absolutely wonderful, and you can choose different theming options, kernel options, messaging options, excuse me, and all that in your Aroma installer when you're flashing the ROM. So if you've never used the Aroma installer, just flash it like you normally do. Just follow the directions, choose which options you want. It will install them in your ROM before you boot up the first time, and you'll be ready to go. All right. You do have the option for the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 camera and gallery, and the Android 4.2 camera and gallery. Now I flashed both and got just the 4.2 camera, but I got both galleries. So I actually had the side load in the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 camera in here, or the Galaxy S3 camera. I'm not sure which one I did, but I do have it in there now, and everything's working fine. Checking Google Now. Everything's working on Google Now. If you can see here, my cards show up, my weather, my traffic, everything's working. So Google Now works great. Checking on GPS. We'll open up the GPS status. And I am inside now, so it might not lock on as quick or as much as it would under an open sky. 14 out of 22, as you can see, so GPS is working. If I go over to Maps, which I always do to make sure that it shows me in the right place, you can see that, there we go, it is showing me at home. That is a map of where I live. Don't stalk me, please. All right, so GPS is working. Google Now is working. Let's check the system tuning here, and we'll play with the kernel a little bit. I am running the lean kernel by iMozion, which can be overclocked up to 1.7 or 1.9 gigahertz. Excuse me. I usually keep mine at 1.7, and you are allowed to play with the voltages. Okay. Now, as you can see here, I'm at 1150 are my minimum voltages. This is something that iMozion did put in here as a safety net. There are 3 different kinds of Galaxy S3s. There are slow, nominal, and fast. I happen to have a fast one, but just as a safety net, he has limited them to 1150 millivolts or megavolts. I'm not sure. MV, and let's be safe. But this is what you got to do if you want to change that. You're going to have to go into Terminal Emulator. You're going to have to type SU enter to get super user access, and then type LK config. Okay, you're going to have some options that come up here. You're going to want to choose option number 2, and that's basically going to override what he's put in there. Hit enter and exit out of Terminal Emulator. Now, when you go back into whichever your application you're using to overclock or undervolt, you're now able to let your voltages stick. I have some settings that I've already saved in here, so as you can see, I just restored my settings, and everything is good. So that's what you have to do if you're running lean kernel. On the other kernels, it's totally different, but with lean kernel, he did put that safety net, did limit the voltages to 1150, just in case you happen to have one of the slow or the nominal phones, okay? So we played with the kernel, played with the lock screen, played with the ink effect, checked out the theme. Pretty much nothing else I can show you here. It's a great ROM. It's running very smooth. I've had no problems with it whatsoever. Absolutely love the theming on it. I love the speed. Great job, Pure Motive. And it's something you should try as well. So definitely download it. I'll put the link in the description. And don't forget to check out some of my other videos over at youtube.com. Android University, all one word. It's the latest and greatest Android applications and ROMs for your Samsung Galaxy S3. If you want to see the ROM before you flash it, my page is where you need to go. And if there's something that I'm leaving out in my reviews or something you want to see specifically, or if you have something you want me to review, definitely get in touch with me. You can comment in the videos or send me a message over on YouTube or on XDA or on RootsWiki, and I'll get them, all right? Thanks for hanging with me today. My name is Hobart for Android University. This is the latest from Pure Motive. It's Galaxy Mod RLS13 with Galaxy Note 2 stuff in it, the ink effect, the partial multi-window, which you're not going to find anywhere else. So give it a try. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Peace.